This day is very important to me because it's a special day. You know, we made it to the end, and it's a process that, you know, you gotta get through. So yeah, it's exciting and big day.
Well, for me, this program means the culmination of all the hard work put in to be a part of the Hayti Reborn program. And it's very rewarding to be here to receive the certificate and to complete it with my classmates that we've grown to love and have a good friendship even outside of class.
Today is going to be a wonderful day. I'm just happy that I made it. And those who are coming behind me, I hope they do the best that they can, because it's a good program.
Well, I'm excited to be here, super excited, and to have completed the program. And I look forward to going on and finishing some more things I want to do here at Durham Tech. In 1976, I graduated from Durham Tech, and I'm back here again. So there will be some new beginnings for me in the future.
I am super excited, like I did it, and you can do it too. But yes, I'm very excited about today. This is my first graduation ever, so I'm very excited. How good.
Good morning. My name is Brenda Jones, and I have enjoyed the program with Hayti Reborn program, and it has inspired me to go back to school to complete my high school education. And I want to thank everyone that's been a part of it. Y'all have a good day.
Please stand as our graduates walk in.
Avon's business travel platform.
Must always prepare for the unexpected. You may take your seats. Thank you. Good morning again, everyone. So glad that you are here today, whether you are family, friends, communities, agencies, organizations, supporters. Heard that there may be snacks. We welcome you. My name is Candace Rashada, and I serve as the Director of Career Services, which includes a program called Human Resources Development, or HRD, an employability skills program that is represented at all 58 community colleges, and that is the coordinating host, if you will, of this wonderful collaborative effort with Hayti Reborn Justice Movement. And today we bring you the third completing cohort. Let's clap that up. Of this collaboration between Durham Technical Community College and Hayti Reborn Justice Movement called the Bridge Program. And you see in your program that Bridge is an acronym. And in true form and fashion, it stands for, BRIDGE stands for Building, Reinventing, Improving, and Developing Great Employees and/or Entrepreneurs. By the next graduation, I will not have to look down. I will have it by heart, I promise. So, just wanted to give a few words to our completing class. This is my favorite season. Well, fall is my favorite season when I'm in the New York area. But this is my favorite season overall because it is a season of renewal, reinventing, second chances. As we see blooms and blossoms coming up, this is a great time that you're finishing this program, but starting another phase, another chapter of your lives. And I'm happy that we were able to be a part of what came before and equally as excited to be a part of what comes next for you all. So congratulations, graduates, and we will move through the program. So whether you are a person of practicing organized faith or you are just a faithful and spiritual person, I bring you some words from one of my favorite saints, St. Thomas Aquinas. And I think it's so fitting for this moment of renewal, graduation, completion, and recognition. Miss Spivey, I'm going to put you on the spot for 2 seconds. One, because I saw your grandma coming in, but two, because we had a moment earlier. And I also remember that the very first day of class, when I walked into the classroom, your smile was the first that I saw. And then a couple of hours ago, when I saw you come in and we were sharing a grooming moment, you said, "Don't worry, I got this, I'm gonna look good." And you absolutely do. Thank you. But it also raises for me something that you said and something that we tend to focus on, right? The shine. You're gonna shine. And we tend to focus on the external and the superficial, and that is the shine. But Thomas Aquinas says, don't just shine, illuminate. Because the shine is what is external, it is reflective, right? But the illumination is the confidence and the strength that comes from within. So I want you all to illuminate. Thank you for letting me have that moment, Ms. Spivey. Look at that smile, y'all. The other thing that I would say, and it relates to you all, again, as you're moving forward, but to everything that we do and say. Thomas Aquinas also says that there are 3 things that are really necessary for the strength of a person, right? And these 3 things must be in alignment. And they are what you believe. So what you believe about yourself is what you're going to put out into the world. Right, so Ms. Mackenzie, is that your son? Yes. He ran right into my office. And he closed the door. So in his mind, that's where he belongs. And I'm gonna need him to really practice and move on with that energy of leadership. Right? So what we believe, right, and what we desire. So out of that belief structure, we desire how we move forward into the world. And then from that belief and that desire, we move to action. So believe very strongly in yourselves. Desire the very best for yourselves and make all of your actions accountable and in context with those things. Thank you. Next, I would like to bring up, so usually this is the time when we bring up the president of Durham Technical Community College, J.B. Buxton. He could not be here with us today, and I don't want to say that he sent a sub, because he sent a superstar. So I would like to introduce our Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Kara Battle, to come and give us some remarks.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to, on behalf of our president, J.B. Buxton, who was unable to join us this morning, extend a welcome to all of you to Durham Tech, to our college. We are excited when we have visitors on campus along with our students. So we hope that you get to interact with our students. This is one of the main buildings on campus where there's a lot of activity because student services and our cafe and bookstore are located in this building. So perhaps you'll get a chance to check out some of those things while you're here. But welcome to Durham Tech. Congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to Hayti Reborn and all of the partners. We are very excited that this is cohort number 3 and that we are partnering with Hayti Reborn and our partners to make this happen for you. So congratulations today, and I wish you all the success. And I hope that if you consider continuing your education, that you keep Durham Tech in mind as you proceed through life. So again, welcome, and look forward to spending the morning with you all.
Thanks, Dr. Battle. And I'm sorry I have to keep doing this. I refuse to give in to the specs. Each cohort, we identify a student to speak on behalf of the graduating cohort, and for no other reason than, because we want you all to have some understanding of what all of these students have gone through for the past 6 weeks. So it's not just classroom activity, but it is life. Right? And we know that life is not just this, but a series of this. And so we would like a student to just kind of reflect on some of those things, or kind of whatever they choose, what they got out of the program. So it gives me great joy for me to bring up another beautiful smile in the visage of Miss Kahaja McKenzie.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kahaja McKenzie. Thank you, everyone who is celebrating the graduation of cohort number 3 today. From the elected city and county officials, to Durham Tech administrators and Hayti Reborn staff and family and friends. It means a lot that you are here today. I'm excited to have this opportunity today, especially when it's Women's History Month. Bridge cohort number 3 is 8 women strong and 2 strong brothers who are graduating. And standing strong with us is 2 brothers who are graduating with us as well. This is a new beginning. I remember seeing Brother Desert Facebook posts about this opportunity. And Des is a Hayti Reborn Justice Movement staff member also. I came for intake, I completed the pre-program, and I did the orientation. I remember feeling very happy during the orientation, inspired by good faces and good vibes. You see, in my lifetime, those kinds of moments didn't exist often. Yes, I was blessed to have been adopted by my biological family, but the feeling of abandonment and unforgiveness dimmed the light that wanted to shine. I lived back and forth between New York and North Carolina over the years. Here in Durham, I attended Eastway, Neal, and Jordan. And throughout those transitions, I managed to graduate high school early. Like my fellow classmates, I've always had the feeling inside of me that I had a purpose and value. My outlook on life had begun to change with the birth of my son, who was almost 2 years old. I wanted him to have the freedom I didn't have. I am determined for him to be happy in his youth and adult years. I want him to be good, and he will be good, because I'm doing good. My future is brighter because of the Hayti Reborn program and Durham Tech. The Bridge program have been helpful with just life. For example, in Working Smart sessions taught by Ms. Vega. I've gained so much studies on body language, the impact of facial expressions and postures, and just how others perspect you and look at you. We could have avoided a lot of conflict in a home, on a job, and life period if we had knew these things before. Also in technology, the skills I've gained through Bridge are important to my life goals. With newly gained skills, I learned how to make business cards, flyers, and promote my work as a hairstylist. Bridge is helping me to focus on my future. Prior to Bridge, I had earned my Safe Serve certification to be able to prepare food and serve my community the right way. And while those things are still aspects of me, I now know that becoming a peer support specialist is just my passion. My Bridge classmates also have reunited in dreams and pursuits as well. Right, class? Yeah. So please, please, please take the time to ask the graduates about their dreams as you congratulate them today. In my closing speech, Coach Kim of Hayti Reborn challenged me to think of a song lyrics that expresses my journey to this point. Perhaps you heard of the song, I Gotta Find a Piece of Mind by Lauryn Hill. Okay. I chose this song because Lauryn Hill expresses that people can struggle finding harmony within themselves due to their past relationship experiences. However, she also expressed towards the end of the song that they cannot continue to live in that state of fear, insecurity, and immaturity. She then expressed to seek self-love. The chorus of the song repeats the idea that inner peace may seem impossible, but it is tangible, and it is grabbable, and it is havable. So I'll end by saying thank you, Bridge programs, creators, funders, teachers, and supporters. My piece, our piece, is loading because of the support of the Hayti village. That is you. Success is tangible, grabbable, and havable with the village that truly cares and is responsible to needs. Thank you.
Killed that. Killed that. Outstanding. Hello, everyone. I am L.A. Jones, co-founder and executive director of operations for Hayti Reborn Justice Movement. I am so glad to have all of you here with me today. To this group right here, I see you. And I'm so proud of what you've accomplished. It is my great pleasure now to introduce our speaker for today in this wonderful Women's History Month, and I'm going to tell you all about her. Battalion Chief Angelica Stroud Green is a native of Durham, North Carolina, and grew up part of her life in the old Few Gardens community. She's married to Christopher Green and has a 27-year-old son. She started her career as a firefighter for the city of Durham in March of 1997. She was first inspired to become a firefighter by firefighters who saved distant family members, and later a property owner, Frank DeLuca, who was a firefighter at the time. She moved through the ranks with hard work and dedication, determination to become Durham's first African-American female battalion fire chief. Chief Green has been recognized nationally for her role in developing a senior safety program in Durham that involved teaching the elderly about the newly developed products, how they burn differently, and what safety measures to take in the event a tragedy such as fire strikes in their home. She made it a personal mission to visit and educate as many senior living centers and communities in Durham as possible. This program gained recognition for those such as Firehouse Magazine, 15501 Magazine, Skirt Magazine, Firehouse Subs, Durham Magazine, and last but not least, her alma mater, North Carolina Central University. We got eagles flying in here. Chief Green has great passion for helping people, especially those who are trying to help themselves. She founded an organization called Take Back Durham, where she, along with other Durham natives, are trying to put an end to gun violence, especially amongst our youth. Take Back Durham is committed to bringing awareness, prevention, and education in our community. Her rules to live by: keep God first, be the best you that you can be, and don't just tell your loved ones you love them, show them. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Angelica Stroud Green.
Thank you very much. I impressed myself with the information that was shared. To hear it sounds like a lot, right? I feel good about it, and I'm here today to share with you all. First of all, congratulations. I can imagine what you've gone through. I'm sure it has made you a better person, but I'm here today to share with you, as she has, some of my success, and just to, I feel like I'm tiptoeing. Yeah. She has shared some of my successes, and I wanted to share with you all to keep pushing on so that you too can be successful. She gave the introduction. I won't go back and repeat it because I couldn't do it as well as she did. But I'm Angelica Green. I'm a battalion chief here in the city of Durham, and I've been with the city for 27 years. And so let's talk about success. And I don't mean to turn my back to you all, but this is the most important group here today. So I apologize. But let's talk about success and what it means. Let's define it. Success is the accomplishment of a goal or a purpose, okay? Whether it means wealth, whether it's your position, whether it's overall obtaining a specific goal, it's different for everybody. It could be a small little piece of success, or it could be something that's huge. It doesn't always have to be money involved, but you have to define that for yourselves. Okay? Ultimately, if you have a plan, you have to seek out what it is that you need to do to be successful in that plan. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail out the gate. Okay? So think about what success means for you. Put it in writing, make it plain, and try to obtain success as it looks like for you. It's different for everybody. My plan in the beginning when I joined the fire department was to get some benefits for me and my 2-year-old and just go through that career until I got tired of it. I wanted to be a teacher. I did not want to be a firefighter. That's where I landed, okay? So ultimately, that goal at the time was to get a good job, get some benefits for me and my kid. I did that. Next goal was to obtain rank in the organization. I went on to drive the fire truck. I went on to be the captain of a unit, and now I'm a battalion chief. You set small goals, you reevaluate, you go back and you see what you can do to tweak it to get to that glass ceiling, and you break it. You get to the next glass ceiling and you break it. And it's self-evaluation, right? I can't share with you basically what your goal is. You know what your goal is. I can help you obtain it, but your passion, what makes you happy, what makes you get up in the morning, whatever that drive is, what that end goal is for you, you have to define it, okay?
Ultimately, I moved through the ranks, and now my goal is to retire in 1.5 years. So I have another goal. I have another goal. I want to open a flower shop. I want to be a successful flower shop owner. And so you continue to evaluate what your next ceiling is that you want to break, okay? I said to continuously evaluate, but ultimately you got to be thinking about the new heights, what the new you is going to be, and what's going to make you happy, okay? Of course, money, we need it to survive, right? So there's got to be a part of it, right? But ultimately, you got to be happy getting up to go to work, whatever it is that you choose to do. Working for yourself is what I encourage. You can be the boss. You make your own schedule. You get some people up under you, and you get to tell them, like I do now. But I don't work for myself, but you get to be the boss. Set some standards and run the company how you want to run it. I'm an eagle, and so I want to share with you that to soar, you have to jump. Get out of your own way. Don't let the crabs in the bucket bring you down, all right? To soar, you have to jump. And so take a chance on you, because nobody else will, all right? You dig deep, and you go out and you be great. Find a mentor. Who in the room has a mentor? Think about it. We're mostly grown adults, and we still have mentors. I know as younger adults, you think you know it all, you done been there and done that, but you haven't. There's somebody who's done it and been there and can write the book and can share with you the best practice of how to move forward, all right? There's a lot of people in this audience willing to reach back and pull you forward. Take advantage of that, because everybody needs a mentor, all right? And then lastly, because she told me I only had 10 minutes and I could sit here and talk like all day, I had this whole book that I could, but I'm not gonna go there. We don't all have the answers, but you can best believe that 9 to 10 of us in this room have been there and done that. Of course, like I said, find a mentor that's willing to give you some good advice, that's willing to help you in whatever your goal is so that you can be successful in life. Thank you. I won't go any further, but thank you for your time. Thank you for inviting me here. And let's soar, okay? Let's soar. You have to jump to soar. So take a chance on you, okay? Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a day of celebration, is it not? Yes, it is. I'm Vega Swepson. I'm a resource specialist and instructor here at Durham Tech Community College. So I have the privilege of, congratulations again. Congratulations again. Thank you. Okay. Of talking about the programs that this particular cohort, actually all three, have gone through. I cannot believe we're actually at cohort 3. Time flies when you're having fun. I guess I can say that. So we're going to start with the first thing that we have the students do once Ms. Patricia and I do the orientation piece, just kind of saying hello, who we are at Durham Tech. We do an assessment. So that assessment, they come to the campus and they have to get on the computer, and it really just confirms what they envision about themselves and talks about their skill set. So that assessment is called Pivot. And so Pivot is an opportunity for us to peel back some layers to say, hey, this is probably going to be a good fit for you in terms of a career pathway. So we have been doing Pivot, and we've been rolling right along with Pivot. It's called Preparing Individuals for Varied Occupations and Transition. So once we get that roadmap, is basically what it is. It's sort of letting them know, okay, this is where I'm really good. This is my interest. And so now I'm going to be here at Durham Tech, and we're going to spend more time together and help develop those skills. So I don't remember who said this, but someone was saying, oh, Dr. Battle said it. We hope that you get to stay here and be with us. Well, as a matter of fact, several of them are going to be with us. We've got several that are already getting ready for their next step. Not to tell cohort number 1 and cohort 2 number 2's business, but I'm going to tell it. They are currently, several of them are currently taking classes here at Durham Tech, curriculum and continuing education classes. So we have the same roadmap that these folks have decided they're going to hang out with us a little while longer. So I'm excited about that. So after they do pivot, they have to come and spend time with me in the Working Smart class. And so Ms. McKenzie shared with you some of the things that we go over in that class. And it's an opportunity that we have to work together to peel back some additional layers and help them to identify how to be a great employee and even a better person. Okay, we have a great time, did we not? Yes. Did you learn at least one thing? Yes, you did. Expect the unexpected in my class. So that Working Smart curriculum came to us from the Mecklenburg County Workforce Development. So that's where we get that curriculum. We also spend time in the technology awareness class, where Ms. Carolyn does a great job of helping to pull out additional skills, and then for some folks, for the very first time, they're working on the computer. So she is very good at helping them to develop skills, add additional skills, and as Ms. Kahaji indicated, she's already got business cards and she's got her flyers, so she is going on, she's on her way to her entrepreneurship. Then we have Making Dollars Work. What was that about? Your finances, very good. Yes, I'm sorry?
Credit building.
Oh, I don't need to say anything else. They just told you what it was about. But also looking at wage improvement when you're trying to build your future. Where does your money go? How to invest in yourself. What'd you say, Mr. Trevor? Very good, very good. Also, we have Achieving the Platinum Placement, and that is a skill set or an assessment to help you identify with your reading, your math, and locating information. It's a marketing tool for employers to let them know what level and abilities that you have, and I'm the best hire for you, actually. So that's what our Achieving Platinum Placement is. I think I hit everything. Did I not? I believe I did. Oh, communicate with a purpose. Okay, and so since you mentioned it, what is it?
Communicating with a purpose is like dialogue, you know, your body language, you know, how people, see you.
Absolutely. How to have a difficult conversation, how to market yourself to the employer. What's the difference between an informal communication conversation and a formal or corporate communication conversation? So those are some key things that were... Oh, code switching. Yes, we did work on that. Absolutely. And that was another topic that we had in our Working Smart. How to code switch. Do you all know how to code switch? Yeah. You better come take my class. Very good. And so that's just a snippet of the classes that they went through to get to the point in which we are here now to celebrate them. Thank you.
Oh, code switching. So we are now at the time, graduates, that I think you are most interested in, right? The presentation of certificates, yes? I just wanted to do a small programming adjustment because I do not want the great work that, first and foremost, can you give a hand for your instructors? One of your instructors could not be here today, and she wished that she could, but she had some minor surgery. So that's Miss Boyd, who really, really enjoyed this class. I forgot to bring in the swear jar.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about code switching, we started at a place in the first class. It became really evident for some reason in technology awareness for the workplace, because while folks text and they do very basic rudimentary kind of word processing, actually learning how to develop documents, whether they be resumes, cover letters, or correspondence, proved challenging for some folks. And so those challenges were communicated in the most spirited way. We were also at that time learning the difference between how we talk amongst ourselves and friends and those who we are comfortable with and being in a classroom setting, right? Conformity, right? It's part of life and growing. So I think it was Miss Vega, someone came up with the swear jar. Oh, was it Kahaja?
Miss Omega, Miss Kahaja, one of the other. It was idea.
Okay. So we use this as a way to learn conformity, be accountable to each other, as well as show respect for the class. So I think there's probably about $10 collected in the swear jar, which I will give back to the class. At the class, and they can determine who, and so again, this is that renewal piece that I'm talking about, and that change and that shift. So while there might have been a point of pride for who put the most money in, because they were the most spirited, now we see the big winners are probably the ones who put in the least. I don't know, you guys can fight it out amongst yourselves. Oh my gosh. Did you all hear that? So as they earn and get, they are giving. They're going to pass it along to the next cohort. Love that. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Black. So without further ado, we're going to do presentation of some certificates. Ms. McKenzie, I think your son is like, speed this up. Let's go ahead. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. So we are going to ask one of our Hayti Reborn care managers, Ms. Nicole Shackelford, to come forward and give a few words.
Greetings. Greetings, everyone. So glad you could all be here today to celebrate Cohort 3 Bridges graduating class. My name is Nicole Shackelford. I'm a care manager with Hayti Reborn Justice Movement. It's an honor to be here today to represent myself and the care management department at HRJM, addressing this bridge graduation ceremony at Durham Tech today. One more time, congratulations to all the students graduating today, along with the other certificates and accolades all the students will receive. They will also receive a certificate of recognition presented to each of them for their commitment to self-improvement and the pursuit of scholastic and vocational achievement as a member of the Cohort 3 Building, Reinventing, Improving for Developing Great Employees and Entrepreneurs program. From Hayti Reborn Justice Movement, signed by our Executive Director, Mr. Stephen W. Chalmers, and our Executive Director, L.A. Jones. In partnership, of course, with Durham Technical Community College. As each of you walk up today to receive your graduation certificates and awards, know that you're not just receiving a piece of paper, you're receiving a symbol of recognition of all the hard work, dedication, and perseverance that you've put into these great achievements that you have worked so hard for. Congratulations again, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you'll accomplish now and in the future. Thank you.
Again, small programming note. I want to ensure that all of the instructors who are a part of this program are recognized and want them to be a part of it. I mentioned that Ms. Boyd could not be here today, but we also have 2 instructors who, because again, I did not have my specs on when I was proofing the program, did not see that their names were omitted. But I do not want them to go unrecognized and would like them to be a part of this program. So Tiffany Swope and Germany McNeil, if you could come up and join us at the certificate table. Ms. Swope taught our Communicating with Purpose class, and Ms. McNeil, our Making Dollars Work class. Okay, graduates. And although she is not here today to receive her certificates, I would like to acknowledge our first graduate, Kamaya Bullock. Miss Omega Black. Go ahead, correct me.
I said almost. You did good. You did good.
Okay. Perhaps the graduate that I saw the most growth in, because he would not even look at me when we first met, to becoming very assertive about his what next, Mr. Travis Davis. Again, a graduate who could not be with us today, Miss Crystal Graves. Quiet Riot, Miss Lois Hyman. I was having a particularly bad, well not bad, challenging day one day, and this student, who to me is the epitome of grace, gave me the most beautiful thank you card. It was as if she knew what a challenging day I was having. Miss Brenda Jones. Thank you, ma'am. We love you, Miss Jones. Oh, Miss Mary Mitchell. Come on up.
She married.
Congratulations.
There you go. Congratulations. Look at the camera.
Our student speaker, Ms. Kahaja McKenzie. All the glow. Miss Marquita Spivey.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
Congratulations. Thank you. Look at the camera.
And there was never a day when this gentleman did not have a smile on his face. Mr. Jeremy Smiley Tango. Still smiling. Guests, can we all please acknowledge our graduates again? And now we will have a few words from our partner. Well, not our partner, just, I can't say enough about this organization and the work that we are doing together. And so we are going to have a few words from, is it the co-executive director or of movement programs?
Executive director of programs.
Executive director of programs, thank you, LA. I still know him as chief. Former Durham, City of Durham Police Chief, Steve Chalmers.
Thank you so much, Candace. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, it doesn't get any better, does it? No. Let's give them another round. And I'd just like to start by also congratulating this group. You know, we started this thing over 2 years ago, and I continue to be amazed with the partnerships and the support and really how we're just changing people's lives. This is what this is all about. It's life changing. And Angelica, those remarks, the message, right on point. And thank you so much, and congratulations to you as we continue to celebrate Women's History Month. I mean, all of this is so important. You know, I kind of, you know, when I look and I see these two young men, I say, I kind of feel sorry for them, you know. But at the same time, I say you are we're in very fortunate situations to have all of these strong women around you guys, and I know you're better from the experience. You know, all through my life, I can, you know, remember strong women in my life, you know, behind me, beside me, in front of me, all through my life. And it's just a good opportunity. I don't think we could be celebrating anything any more important this month than strong women that have actually made a difference in our lives and in this community and in this country. I mean, it is outstanding. And as we look around the room today, I mean, it's very, very evident when we look around, you know, the strong women, the strong support that we have here. And I would just like to speak on and just say this on behalf of all the men that are here who are in roles of leadership. I just want to thank all the women here for at least making it feel like we in charge sometimes. Yeah, but you know, it's important because when we celebrate, and a lot of times, especially, and I'm speaking to this group, you know, you are making history. But at the same time, you have already made history. Because when you start to look around, the most important ingredient that you need in order to be successful, especially as it relates to a strong woman in this society, is fortitude. If you don't have that, you're not going to make it. Fortitude is what has gotten you where you are today, gotten you through all of the trials and tribulations, and that same fortitude will be what will continue to move you to achieve the great things that you're all going to achieve here. And again, this is the beginning, it is not the end. And again, you're gonna do some great things out here in this community, and again, congratulations. As always, I like to recognize partnerships, I like to recognize support, because this is not something that you can do in isolation. And this is one of the things that we talked about, LA and I, when we first started out, is that, Durham is rich in resources. It's rich in experience. It's rich in all of the elements and things that we need in order to be successful. It's just a fact, we just gotta see how we can work to bring it all together. And I am amazed over the last 2.5 years that not one individual, not one organization that we've reached out to has said no. Because everyone realized that this is what it's gonna take. And everybody knows that that is from whence they came. And as we continue to evolve and continue to move forward, this is what it's gonna take. So when you look around, I want everyone to give yourselves a round of applause for just being here this morning to celebrate these young people and also to celebrate ourselves. I've got a list of some people that I want to kind of recognize here, and I'm not going into any particular order, but the first group that I want to recognize is the Hayti Reborn Justice Movement team, and I want them to stand. All of the team here, and these are the people who come together to work, to help build plans, to help get support. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm gonna start at the top of the list here, and from Durham County, we have our county manager, Dr. Kim Sowell, here. Ms. Heidi Carter in the back. And also we have Kevin Brooks from the county also. And we have some other county and city officials who could not be here, and they've sent regrets and said that, they were going to be doing some things maybe in Raleigh with the president and vice president coming in. So I was surprised when Dr. Sowell was here. So I'm saying, look, I thought she might be in Raleigh, hobnobbing, And you know what she said? This is more important. But again, folks, this, and I cannot speak really to the degree of support, not just financial, because financially we wouldn't be here if not for, this organization here. They've stepped up and they've made some things happen for us. But just being here, being wherever we are, every time we have something, I look out, somebody is going to be there from Durham County government, so that is very important. And am I missing anyone from Durham County?
Chief of Staff.
What's it?
Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff, okay, all right. Also, Dr. Faye Calhoun, who sits here from North Carolina Central University, another partner that we're going to be doing some great work with. Also, Ms. Phyllis Thornton, we are doing some work from the National Institute of Economic Development, Minority Economic Development. We met with them. They're going to do some great work to start working with young folk, business owners, and people who want to start businesses in our community. Normally, we have people from Congresswoman Fouchie's office. Oh, we do. They are here this morning. Okay, absolutely. Y'all were hobnobbing this morning or not also, but you see you're here with us, okay. All right, that's good. And let me see. Oh, I saw Lou Myers in the house. Lou? Yeah. Lou's been working with Lou wears a lot of hats, National Institute for Minority Economic Development, and also self-help, and some other things. Lou's just a busy person.
Downtown Durham.
That's right, downtown Durham. That's right, downtown Durham, I'm sorry. But yeah, Lou has worked with us also. And I hate doing this because inevitably I'm gonna miss someone. But again, the Durham Technical Community College faculty and staff here, folk, we just got to give them another round because they have been actually fantastic in the work we're doing. And folk, I was talking to Dr. Battle, this is the beginning. There are some other things that we're looking at trying to develop, but this is going to be the hub for a lot of positive and important things that are going to be happening in the city of Durham. And we are trying to bring all of the partnerships. So it's not just going to be Hayti Reborn Justice Movement and Durham Technical Community College, but we are going to make this a hub for advancement, for opportunities, and for great things that are going to be happening in this community. So as you know, you hear a lot of times when people tell you about things to come, they say, stay tuned, stay tuned. Some great things are going to be happening. But again, I'm just thrilled just to be here to talk about, again, who we are, what we are doing. And I've saved this last person to be recognized last because about 2.5 years ago, Elaine O'Neill came to me when she was preparing to run for mayor, and she wanted me to kind of work to actually develop something that looks like this. And she said, look, I want to introduce you to a young man in this community that I think is going to be important in helping you get that done. And ladies, I would like to recognize Dr. Henry McCoy, who's sitting here. Again, another one I thought would be hobnobbing this morning, but Henry was working with the Biden administration, and actually the last assignment was Department of Energy. You still there? Okay, folks, let's give him a round of applause. But she took me to Dr. McCoy's house to sit down to start talking about what we need to be doing in this community. And again, I was just met with such a reception. It's unbelievable. And he introduced me to his sister, L.A. Jones here, and said, look, I got just the person that can, I think that can work with you to kind of make this happen. So we met that day, and we have not parted since. We've been together ever since. And when I spoke earlier about ones who make you think you're in charge sometimes, this is one I'm speaking of right here. So I deal with this every day, folks. But it's all good. It's all good. But folks, look, I'm not going to prolong this. We're going to be moving to refreshment. And every time I get up, Kim's keeping time in the back of the room. She always tell me it's time to sit down. Okay. So, but again, I just want to thank all of you for coming out. This is important work. Cohort number 4 is in the staging area. And they're getting ready to embark. So stay tuned. And again, thank you so much for coming out.
Okay, so I stand between you and refreshments, but I needed to acknowledge a couple of other folks who I saw walk in. County Commissioner Heidi Carter, I believe, is in the back of the room. Also, again, well represented from the county are, I believe his title is Economic Development Manager, Andy Miracle. And I would also like to acknowledge, we acknowledged some instructors earlier, but again, the great work that is done, the seamless work, looks like, they say you can see the swans and the ducks moving gracefully on the top of the water, and the feet are paddling furiously underwater. I would like to acknowledge the team with whom I work. If they could please stand. Don't let me embarrass you. Everybody stand up. Paddling furiously underwater to make this happen. And the great support of my boss, my supervisor, Mr. Jerry Jones, in the back of the room. Folks, your presence here is super important and critical to helping people move forward. Encouraging, helping build confidence. As LA said, seeing people. We see you, and we see where you're going. We know what you're capable of, and we're here to help. I was given some information that I'm not really comfortable yet with sharing because I want to have a conversation, but it is exciting news about the continuation of educational enhancement for some of our students. So I will have the conversation, but I will say to you all, stay tuned. Great things happen here at Durham Tech. Even greater things can happen at Durham Tech as we are part of a great community in Durham. Folks, thank you again for coming. Please stay and have some refreshments as well as talk with our graduating students about their next steps. Okay? Thank you.